black and being police is probably one of the hardest decisions I ever made in my life.
Going to the DA's office was one of the hardest decisions I ever made. And I go in there and I'm interviewing this police officer, and it's a deal where he found some marijuana in a car, but the search was very questionable. The stop and everything was extremely questionable. And so I pull him into a room, I ask him what happened. I'm reading the report, but I'm asking him what happened. And his words to me were, "Tell me what you want me to say on the witness stand and I'll say it."
Wow.
And this is my first day.
Wow.
And so then, like right then, I knew I wasn't going to stay there very long, but I also knew that I needed to be there. The next thing I said was, "You know what? Don't even worry about it. I'll take care of this." And I dismissed the case.
We are told, forget your history and forgive the perpetrator. And so people say, well, are you going to teach your child to hate the police? No. But children sense things. I'm not afraid of this man. He looks like he could be my son. I look good to be an old woman, I know.
I personally work on the exact same street that I grew up on.
Is that on purpose, or did you pick that, or they assigned it to you?
I picked it.
Okay.
I love working where I'm from. I feel more productive where I'm at. And yes, I have arrested people that I grew up with. And they respect what I do and how I do it. The key is how you treat people.
Teaching our children exactly that, the real true history of our culture, of our people, of the events that have shaped us and brought us to where we are today. And that's another thing. If we understand our history as a people, what we have come from, not only do we have interracial issues, but we have intra-racial issues. We disregard other people. When Jesse Williams spoke out, people wanted to discount his words and his truths because of the color of his skin. So even in our own culture, we disregard others, we discount others, and we think that other people don't have struggles.
As a police officer, don't just cruise and stay in your car the whole time. When you're in the neighborhood, get out of your car, sit on the porches, talk to the people in the communities, and that, I felt, was a good blueprint for white officers who might be assigned in the black community.
It takes, bill writing, and that starts with, your state legislators. And I mean, you just got to go to them, and you got to vote. Most importantly, we have to vote.
Yeah.
We as black people, we are like this. Other ethnic groups are like this. When you are like this, then you're not as vulnerable to unfair legislation, unfair laws. But when you're like this, anything can happen to you collectively as a people.
We will begin to not only have the conversations, because actions speak louder than words. Do it.
I think that what the young people can learn from what's going on is the importance of being a part of the very infrastructure that we complain about. We need our young people to look at this, and this could be a catalyst for them to become DAs who are going to indict these officers that do this and not be afraid to do it, who are going to become good police officers as well, who are going to become doctors like Dr. Williams, who was trying to help save the officers here.
I want you guys to understand that I'm here fighting for our community. You know what I'm saying? I want us to do better, but I want us to work together and be passionate about what we're doing. I can't complain about something I'm not willing to change.
If you don't know who you are, anybody can tell you anything about you.
Last thing, our selfishness as a people, that is our condition. That is not our nature. So as we learn about our nature through knowledge of self, then we can begin to bridge the divide within our own people.